So you're a YouTuber, but you think you're too small to get a brand deal? Well, think again. Even channels with a few hundred views on each video, maybe 1,000 subscribers, you still have value. And you can get sponsors if you can connect with them in the correct way. And this is where most creators fail, not because they're small, but because they're not presenting the right opportunity to the brands. Or they're waiting for opportunities that don't come. And here's the hard truth, is that brands, they do have money, and they've got money for you right now, regardless of how big or small you are, within reason. And the problem is, these many creatives, when they get around to it, actually start outreaching to the brands. But they outreach to the obvious brands. And of course, then from the brand point of view, they get bombarded by 1,000 emails and it's too much. But as a small creator, you might be thinking, well, what do I actually have to offer any brand? I don't have tens of thousands of subscribers. Would a brand even consider me? But the reality is that brands don't just care about the numbers. They care about your audience. If you have very strong audience fit in your niche, that's a very powerful thing. So you can be a small YouTuber and connect with a brand of any size if you have a very strong audience fit for their products. But then from a creator's point of view, you're going to start thinking, well, how much do I charge? What is it exactly that this brand is going to demand of me? And, how many people am I going to have to send contacts to before I get one person to even engage with me? How do I find these brands? How do I actually contact these brands? Is the time worth it? So then this is where the problems arise. Both parties are stuck in the same turmoil. The brands have money, but they only want to give it to the right audience fit. And, creators want to do the sponsored ads, or they can't find the smaller brands that might be more receptive. So the key insight is that you don't necessarily need a huge amount of subscribers or a huge amount of views to even get engagement from the right brand. But how do you find that correct brand? And how do you make the value worth it? If you are sending 1,000 emails to get one reply to earn $50, it's no longer feasible. And that is the problem that we want to solve. We are going to create a website that does the brand searching for you, and you just have to search through a list of jobs. Brand deals will no longer be complicated. They'll no longer be mysterious. You will understand how much value you actually have in terms of monetary value. You'll understand exactly what is demanded from you, and you won't have to waste any more time. So if you are a small YouTuber, no matter how small, but you have a valuable audience, committed, interested, engaged, then for God's sake, sign my waitlist below and become one of the first smaller YouTubers to start engaging in my system that I'm going to build.